Hi, my darlings. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday, isn't it? I'll just go and invite people on the other part of this. You're looking at me, but I can't see you. So if you're doing any cool comments, let's share up there. Don't think I can stop that when that happens. Set that as Shaula and share it to there and there. And I'm back. Hi. Is anybody out there? Send me a loving love heart or a big wave or a crazy message. It's a bit quiet in here the other night. Last night it was just Cousin Lee and me. We had a lovely time. It was very retro. We were able to pull up all sorts of exciting things. As in memories. What's news? Friday, how you feeling? I'm working really hard and just loving it. I've got a couple of songs to play for you today. After I get dressed up for you, then as soon as this finishes, I press record and go straight to at least one YouTube video, preferably just one, so that I don't have a whole bunch of YouTube videos that look like me wearing the same thing on the same day. Wow, they're really, I like that. What's that way? This big grey streak. I love it. Every now and again I get rid of it for a while, but I really like it. Okay, well, nobody's out there, so I'm going to go straight to this song. You'll all be catching this on replay. I know lots of you do, and thank you. And thank you for the gorgeous messages, and it's a fabulous way to catch up. Big, beautiful message to Deanie. You keep calling me at like 7:30 in the morning, and I just hit it's like I can't talk. I got to wake my voice up slowly. I would be like talking like that. So, so my apologies. So here's a big mwah to you, Deanie in the UK, who, of course, we've got to catch up. But right now it's probably yours 7 o'clock in the morning, and you would be a little bleary too. We'll find a way to do that. I just thought I'd show you this. I've been having a lot of fun with my old jewellery. Wherever I find there's I don't know about you, but I have lots of stuff where I go, oh, that sort of thing it's on is really, I don't like it, but that centre thing is great. Or the reverse. I go, oh, that's a great thing, but it's got a shocking bit on it. So that was lacking a lot of nouns, I realise. But so this was a piece together of two different things, and now I really like it. And I've been doing that lots. And with a little pair of jeweller's pliers, which I assume I got at a $2 shop a long time ago, or Bunnings or something, you can have a lot of fun repairing all of your old stuff, or, one that you just use all the silver links on one dud piece of jewellery to put on other things, and it's fun. If you're into that sort of thing, which I know some of you are. Okie dokie. I go straight to a song now because I've been trying to get it in my head. And this is normally on the harp, but I'm going to put it on piano now because I've changed the what the chords are doing. Let's see. I need to go over to here to look at words. Voices net. This is from 2015, but it just didn't settle into the right thing. And as I'm going through the list now, everything's got to be right. These are the pre-demos before I get to it with extra instruments, if I choose, or a proper decent recording. Okay, so I might need to stop a little. I'll have to scroll lyrics. I certainly don't know it. Oh, it's the cold weather. I've got to get to my piano tuning a bit. Good news for Ben, bad news for me. Inspiration. From where does the music play? From where does the dancer dance? From where does the artist paint? Is everything really by chance? From where does the sculptor sculpt? From where does the writer write? From where do the songs come that come to me in the middle of the night? Inspire, breathe in, let the fire of passion begin. Inspire, breathe in, I am ready for the inspiration. From where do the lovers love? From where do the healers heal? And who is to say what's and who is to say what's imagined and what's real? I'm going to redo that because I've got to get it right later. And who is to say what's imagined and what's real? Okay, that'll work. And who is to say what's imagined and what's real? From where do you find the way? All the things that you know you must say. Does it come from on high or within? Inspire, breathe in, let the fire of passion begin. Inspire, breathe in, I am ready for the inspiration. Oh, I missed that before. Inspire, breathe in, let the fire of passion begin. Inspire, breathe in, I am ready for the inspiration. Inspire, breathe in, let the fire of passion begin. Inspire, breathe in, I am ready for the inspiration. Creak, creak. That is pedal needs graphite. Okay, that's going to work. That's a bit of fun. Is there anybody out there? No, nobody's out there. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just keep practicing and you'll be catching it later. We assume the... Oh, put Dottie in the office. Hopefully that's not too loud for you, sorry. Well, I'm going to go... I was going to tell you a bit of a story today. Imagine that. I was on Facebook and somebody from America said, I've just received an invitation to bring a plate and I don't know what to do. And of course there was a couple of people that went, bring a bring an empty plate for taking leftovers at the end of it. And then everybody jumped and went, no, that's not it. And it actually became rather heated because it was, it turns out that in different parts of Australia, it means a little bit different. Like, we know it's an Aussie thing, right? And it must have been run by an Aussie, or it was an Aussie night. And eventually somebody went, so Shaula, why are you so invested in this bring a plate thing, and why do you know so much about it, or why do you think you know so much about it? And I just sort of got the giggles, because anybody in the Melbourne classical music scene is very likely to have been involved with the Musical Society of Victoria, the MSV, where there were monthly concerts, bring a plate concerts, since about 1890, I think. Could be more. I think they had their 150th anniversary not so long ago. Cheers to all the MSV people out there. And the concerts would have up to 300 people at Carmel, probably more. And every family would bring a plate. And so I felt pretty sort of like I had a pretty firm idea of what bring a plate meant. And then it was really funny having people going, no, that's not it. And of course you can bring a big tureen of soup. It's like, no, you probably shouldn't. Yeah, so there you go, just one of those silly things. But I wanted to just share with you how lucky I was to have had, when people leave one country and come to another, and they often bring the best of the old country and hang on to it in the new. And so there was this European tradition of classical music happening in the big homes, and that came out here to Australia with that. And then it sort of moved on in Europe. I don't think it was happening at all by the not nearly in the same way. They changed to other things, the 1950s and 60s, but it was still going really strong in Australia by then and continues now. And so it's this vestige of that old patron of the arts thing, which we really need to return to. If anybody is out there wondering what to do with their excess money, you really can't go past being the patron of an artist. It's incredibly rewarding for you, and it certainly helps out the artist. And we've got a lot of artists out there, of course, at the moment who are wondering how they're going to put the milk and bread in the fridge while the weeks go on. So they're turning off every light as they walk past every room. So big love to everybody out there, and just a word of, just a thought out to everybody, the people out there that have a little too much money, you wonder what fun they're going to have with their money at the moment. Just have a court musician. Just choose one, or you could have a group. You could have a court quintet. Call it what you will, however you want to name it. Being a patron to just one artist or a group would just be incredible. And it worked in the past, and let's do that again. And that certainly came out of times of necessity. It's time for the next song. So I wrote this. This says 2015 as well. Oh, I need the words. I'll get them up and then I'll come back to you. It's a Christmas song. Please forgive me. Somewhere I saw this only 4 lockdowns to Christmas or something. Christmas. My great uncle William G. James, great uncle, I think great uncle, wrote a couple of pretty famous Australian carols, songs. The Drover's Song, which escapes my, I don't normally sing that one. That beautiful one. puzzling by the night, da, 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 and the sun as we lift up our voices and sing to the Christ child, the heavenly King. The green gullies sway. Anyway, gorgeous. Apparently I've forgotten all the words. Okay. But it's not Christmas yet, so I don't have to. They're stored in, I don't start remembering those till December. So I wrote this in 2015. Yes, it's a Christmas song, but it's been just going in my head going, why haven't people sort of grabbed this yet? And then today I thought, what if I've chosen the wrong bass tempo? It's sort of written it as like a sleepy lullaby, a Christmas lullaby. So, tired children. Children's eyes, children's smiles, like this. And then today I just suddenly thought, what if we go from the Santa aspect, which turned into this? And I think this is on its way. I'll do that with the words. Hopefully you like it. Is there anybody out there? So we're at this speed. All right, all I've got is F, and then we're going up to G at the end. That's right, I can make that up. Don't need to look at anything there. Children's smiles, children's eyes shining with delight, tinsel and sparkles shining through the night, photographs and colors, Santa on his sleigh. It's not long until Christmas Day. Cats cry, la la la, la la la, sing a Christmas song, la la la, la 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 la. Doesn't matter if you get the words wrong. Tired smiles, tired eyes, learning how to give, balancing the present with lessons how to live, closing on what's precious. Hear the words I say, it's not long until Christmas Day. La la la, la la la, sing a Christmas song. La la la, la 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 la, doesn't matter if you get the words wrong. Children's eyes, children's smiles, counting down the days, how to give some Christmas cheer. There's so many ways, praying for a world at peace. We know there's a way. It's not long until Christmas Day. It's not long until Christmas Day. What do you think? Is there anybody out there? Well, I prefer it, and because I wrote it, that's what we're going to do it like now. So I'll record it at that speed, get some charts down, trying to get recordings of everything down first. There's already a lot, so I've just had to find them, compile them. Hey, there's somebody there, hello. I'm not talking to myself, that's really good. And they are anonymous. I wonder if I can find out who it is. No, I can't tell who it is. Somebody has said hello. Hello. Ciao Bella, come stai? I think it's just you and me right now. Miranda, hello. I'm not alone. That's good. That's good. How are you going? You doing any crafty things? I want to tuck that bit in somewhere. It's one of those. Yeah. In the bathroom, it looked okay. You know, under lights, like you're not meant to have any bits. Bene, molto bene. That's so beautiful. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Should I get rid of all these wisps when I do this? Hairspray. It's so not me. Like stage. Okay. This just likes to stick out there. It's very Einstein, this bit. I can like hide under things. The grey hairs are coming through at a totally different Oh, are you? Having fun with polymer clay. Wow. Send photos. That's amazing. Polymer the stuff that's really beautiful to work with and then hardens? Do you have to put it in the oven or it just hardens straight? Wait a minute, I'll get rid of that. We're talking. Oh, hello. Yeah, is that so? Do you have to put it in the oven or is it what sort of stuff is it? I've asked you a really long question there, and you have to type the answer. Oh. I sat on the roof and kicked on the moss. If I were a sculptor, yeah, you bake it. Okay, great. What are you making? Oh, and I have 2 shoes for a nutcracker that need to be done really in polymer clay. I have one, and the other one fell off and got eaten by one of the dogs. And so I have, it looked very strange for a couple of years with a 1-shoed, beautiful wooden nutcracker from Germany. And then I took off the other shoe because it looked silly. So now I have a nutcracker without shoes, black shoes. So beautifully dressed. Let's see. If I sent you if I dropped you in, it's quite small. It's about the size of my, just the knuckle of the thumb. Now it looks enormous, doesn't it? So close. That to that is the size of the little shoe on the nutcracker in black. But I can paint it. What do you think? Is that okay? I've probably got some here, but it's on my never-ending list. Does everybody else have never-ending lists? Please tell me you do. I live like that. At the moment, the list is compiling and getting smaller, which just feels great. I love it. I'd have a look. All right, I can send you a picture and see if it's a really flat, simple design. It's, yeah. Shouldn't. Yeah. I think it'll be okay. Oh, my daddy sang "Good night, good night, it's time for bed," which was an old end of radio station song. And I put it on an album 20 years ago and just guessed the chords, right? Because I'd only ever heard Dad sing it. And Scott didn't know that my brother Scott didn't know that I'd recorded it. And he put down the chords that he thought it was just yesterday. And I'm just going to play his chords because I think it's really cool. It's just simple stuff. And by the time it had got to me as the third kid, there were actions for it. Good night. You point to the nearest window. Good night. It's time for bed, because you're sitting in bed when you do it. It's time for closing down. Sweet dreams, it's slower than this. Sweet dreams around your head that chase away the frownings. Just twist your dial, which is also a radio dial, around and find a smile, and close your eyelids tightly. Good night, until the morning light. Pointing at the nearest light that you can. Good night, sweet dreams. Good night. And here's Scotty's chords. I might start singing this before home. Good night, It's time for bed. It's time for closing down. Sweet dreams around your head that chase away the frownings. Just twist your dial around and find a smile, and close your eyelids tightly. Good night, until the morning light. Good night, sweet dreams. Good night. This is I don't know, it was either 3KZ or 3DB. I think 3KZ moved their stuff across to 3DB. This is 3KZ saying good night until tomorrow. And that hasn't been heard anywhere for a long time. Isn't it great? So my dad used to sit at the end of my bed and sing songs to me for, sort of maybe a minimum of 10 minutes, but more often it would probably go for 25. And we just sort of cycle through them. And there was just an order, and on it went. A lot of the old Irish, like the American Irish ones, the Irish ones that, oh, thank you. Well, we can do that more. It's something that's very dear to me, that song. So, and we should do more things that are dear to us. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, so all of those fake Irish songs, or those Irish songs that Irish people don't consider Irish songs. When Irish eyes are smiling, if you're Irish, come to the parlour. Tora, lora, lora. Oh, that one's a bit more. Yeah, all those. All right, fabulous that you're all here chatting. But I've got to go and start recording this and getting everything underway. I'm in the middle of my working day. I'm really at the beginning of my working day. And so love you lots. Hope you're getting through this enforced peace time. Relax into it. Keep yourself safe. And we're in the key of G. That's it. A. I said G and I played A major. I'm sure it's in A. Unless it isn't. I don't know. Think of some fun songs for next time. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. 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 Love to you if you're in hospital, or if you're home and sick, or if you're just home. Stay safe. Good night, darling. Good night, Andy. Good night, Xander. Good night, Melbourne. Good night, Planet Pandemic. I'll see you tomorrow.